It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? Hold on tight. We're in for an exciting one. And it's coming up next.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And able to get this out to the 25. So out come the Raiders for their opening drive, and at the helm in his first year in silver and black, 6th season overall, Gardner Minshew.
And he's someone who brings a ton of personality with him, but don't let that fool you. He's more than capable of playing winning football at this level and has actually done so. I don't know if he's their long-term answer under center, but as long as he trots out there, they'll have a puncher's chance and maybe a bit more to compete with any team they line up against.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Now Minshew. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Deontay Hardy back deep. Taken from just outside the 30. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Again, it's Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, it's Jackson. That is caught. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Here's Jackson. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. Here's Jackson to throw. Finding the former Raider, Nelson Aguilar. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this was all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Open man is the first-round pick, Brock Bowers. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. In motion left goes Myers. That's caught left side. Myers with it. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Tackle there by Michael Pierce. 2nd and 10. Off play action, it's Minshew. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Oweh. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Now Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's got this down to the 35. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Now Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They go play action now. Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They go play action with Jackson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Now it's Jackson on the move to his left. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. This goes out wide from Madison. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Looking to throw it, Minshew. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Minshew sets to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. It'll be Minshew again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Here's Minshew. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. In motion right is Aguilar. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it to 26. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open and drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and a couple. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Gets it downfield to Mayer. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Madison running on first down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Going to run with Madison again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a give to Madison running right. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They begin with Henry. 4th quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago. It is certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining. Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side with Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Jackson now. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Minshew. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Out of the gun is Minshew. And his throw is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Again, Minshew looking to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll run it again with Henry. And he has the Ravens 1st down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Henry is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
And this is where the mental part of the game comes into play. Defense is out of timeouts. Just hold on to the football. No sense really trying to score. They should be able to run this one out.
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line. And here, they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Raiders offense and Gardner Minshew getting set to go to work once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Minshew. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. To the sideline and incomplete.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop it. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long.